Hey everyone. So we are approaching the end of the semester here and it's coming up quick. And so what we wanted to do for you, we wanted to compile a list of questions and tips to help you all finish the semester well. So hopefully during your day, you can take a couple minutes to watch this video and hopefully it is helpful for some of you, if not all of you. All right. So what I want to do is go through a few questions that might come up here. Okay. And I'm going to get rid of my screen here so you can actually see what's written. And I'm going to answer some of these questions one by one. So, probably a question that's been coming up for each of you is when does the semester actually end and how many days do you have left to complete your project? So, as of today, and today is January 17th, perhaps. Let me double check that really quick. So today is January 19th, so clearly I'm a little bit behind here, but we have 11 days left in the semester, and the semester officially finishes on February 2nd. All right. It's quite a crazy turnover. So February 2nd is the last day of the semester. That's when our marks have to be submitted. That's when projects have to be done, and obviously preferably before that so we can mark them in time. And then February 3rd is a PD day, so you have it off. And then February 4th, the semester two actually starts. So you have 11 days, school days, left to complete your work. So hopefully that's enough time for you. The next question here. Question number two. Trying to focus on two projects can be overwhelming. What can I do? All right. So to answer that question, I want to start here at the top. So one way to reduce the stress or overwhelmingness of culminating projects is to schedule. Okay. And it's important at this point in the semester to be proactive and get things done earlier rather than later. So one thing you can do is find yourself a good schedule. The great thing is that with your housing accommodating project, Cassie's created a schedule week by week for you to keep you on track to help ensure that you finish your project on time. And that's been great because that project is a bit bigger than your English and social justice one. And so that should be really useful for you, just so you know what to complete each week. But what's important as well is that you don't try and finish everything all at once, okay? Each day, if I were you, I would focus on one project at a time. So maybe on the Monday, I'm working away at the housing project, okay? And then on Tuesday, I'm working on English and social justice. Wednesday, I'm back to my housing project. Thursday, I'm on my English and social justice again. And then on Friday, I'm working on my housing project. I would do it like that. Try and find 3 days to focus on your housing project because it's a bigger one, and have those 2 days to focus on your English and social justice project. If you do use your time wisely on those days, there should be no challenge in getting these projects done. All right. Question three, I really could use one-on-one support right now. Is that possible while online? So the answer to that question is absolutely yes. So you all know that each day we are having Microsoft Team meets. And the invitation to that is sent to every single one of you. And some of you have been using those optional meetings, and it's been really beneficial for you. Often the entire class isn't on those optional meetings, so you have an hour where you can get help and support from Cassie and I with your final projects. So I'd really recommend those, especially now as you're working on your projects. Hop on those team meetings and get some help from us. We can share our screens with you to work through your projects with you. We can give you feedback during these team meetings. It is an awesome opportunity. And of course, some of you have been doing this well, whether maybe you send us a text, ask us a question. That's a great way to get some help. Some people have just been calling, which definitely works. And email is good too. Sometimes the texting call is more immediate because we get instant updates on that, but sometimes it might take us a little bit longer to reply to an email if you do send one. So lots of opportunities to get one-on-one support, and I really hope that you can take advantage of some of these things. All right, question number 4. The lack of structure is the hardest part of online learning. How can I add structure to my days? So with online learning and everyone being at home right now, the routine has kind of gone out the door, right? You come to school every single day. You have your routine there. You wake up at 9 o'clock, get to school at 9:30. We bring you structure with each of our 3 courses, our breaks, and then you're going home. But your days look very differently now. I don't think anyone would be shocked to know that most of you probably wake up around 12, maybe each day. And that's just the reality of online learning. So I'd really encourage you to find a routine. And so for me, if I were you, and if I was sleeping in till 11 or 12, the first thing I would do with my day is after I've woken up at 1 o'clock, I would hop on that Microsoft team meeting, chat with us for a bit, let us answer some questions that you might have, and then take the next hour to focus on one of your projects. All right. So wake up, Microsoft team meeting for an hour, work on a project for another hour. But what's important too is to incorporate breaks throughout your day. So don't try and, work on a project for an hour straight. Break that up into maybe 15-minute blocks where you focus on your project for 15 minutes, take a 15-minute break, focus on your project for another 15 minutes. And there you have the first hour of work is done. Okay? So find a routine that works for you. Try and stick to that every single day, and that will help you a lot. I think what's important too is to give you routine. Try and create a plan for each day. Like before you go to bed on Monday, write down a few things that you're going to accomplish on Tuesday. All right, have some goals set and ready for you the next day that you can accomplish just so that each day has purpose. All right, then question number 5. My house is a zoo. There's no way I can focus while I'm at home. What can I do? And I think this is a reality for some of us now, working at home. Sometimes home can be a little bit crazy compared to class. In class, it's easy to be able to focus since it's quiet. But at home, try and find yourself a designated study space. And so this can look like absolutely anything. Maybe you are locking yourself in your room for an hour at a time with your headphones on so you can block out all of the external noise. Just try and find a place in your house that you're comfortable in, that's quiet, where people aren't going to be distracting you every other second, just so you can actually focus on work for a good chunk of time. All right. Question number 6. I have no idea what to do for these final culminating projects. What should I do? So I've been talking about a bunch of different things throughout this little tutorial, but again, join those team meets. It's called team meeting, but it's often just a really small group where you can get additional support. Text us, email us. With each project, we've included videos, tutorials that you can use to help understand the project better. And you can find those on our online courses under the final culminating project folder. And share. So when you've completed some things on your housing project or on your Time Magazine project, share what you have completed with us so we can give you some feedback to let you know that you're on the right path or this is what you need to do differently. Okay, these are all things that you can do to help get a better grasp of these projects. All right, but last but not least, being home is never awesome. So maybe you're like me and you're starting to kind of lose your mind being home every single day. What should you do? Go outside, get some exercise. Don't be trapped in your houses. I know today, as soon as my school day is done, that's the first thing I'm going to be doing. I'm going to grab my dog. I'm going to go for a nice hour walk outside since it's beautiful today. The sun is out. So make sure you're getting some exercise, you're seeing the sun, and you're seeing the light of day. So I'm going to pause this here. Hopefully, you can use this